Hey everybody, this is Mr. Ainsworth, and we're going to talk about how to submit your work and where you submit it on Canvas and everything after you watch a lesson video. So we're going to get into, let's go to your Canvas here and log in, and you can work through your Canvas step by step as I explain things here. So over the last few days, I assigned section 1.1 video assignment in your section 1 and here in financial algebra. So let's go right into it here. Okay, I already explained this and sent out a quick video, but just all you have to do is go through the steps here and read along. Uh, there, there are two formats to the student notes. There's a PowerPoint here first. There's also a PDF. Those are the digital versions there. I also sent a few copies to the library at school for those of you guys that did not have a printer. Okay, so you can always go to the library and pick up your copies there. There was many requests, so I went to school today and took care of that for you guys. And also, you need to get your student workbook, okay? The student workbook there where you do all your work. So let's go through it here. Let's take a look at what's on Canvas here. Most of you guys have already watched the video here. We called it a video quiz only because there are questions throughout the video here, which in this case was produced by Mr. Alex, my colleague who also teaches financial algebra in Great Oak High School. And after you do that, you're supposed to dive right into your workbook here. And if you look up top here, it says, after watching the lesson, okay, work on problems 1 through 4 in your student workbook. Okay, and class will do the rest of them together, basically 5 to 11, and do some group work, and so I'll lead some instruction. Okay, so you watch the video, you work through a couple of the first few problems here, the basic problems in your workbook, and then you come to class the next following day, and then I work with you on the following problems, 5 through 11, and you'll get more in detail, do a little Q&A, work with you guys. So the question is, after we're done for 1 through 11 on this lesson here, how do you submit your work? All right, so let's get right into it here. If you just hit next, and you'll see this page right here. It says upload all your work from pages 1 through 5 as a PDF. So the question is, how do you convert your work, which is when you take a picture of your work at home, how do you convert that to a PDF? All right, and before I talk about that, let's just talk about some basics here. First of all, in your workbook, make sure your name is in ink on all of it. Okay, you can work through it in pencil, no problem, but make sure you show all the steps in process, make sure that you use the correct method. There are answers located in the student resources. I'll show you that. Okay, just the final result, not step-by-step solutions. You have to show me that. So you have to show process here to match results. Otherwise, I'm not going to give you credit for your work in your workbook. Okay, so I should see process. Okay, you have to justify your work and then submit it online. So you're going to be submitting here, and when you do submit, there will be a submission button here, and you'll have to upload your work, not as a JPEG or an image file as taken from your phone, all right, but as a PDF. So I want to talk about how to do that. So let's go, not to next, but let's go back to the main page and talk about homework submission protocol. So back to the home page right here, and it says homework submission protocol. What is the procedure and how to do that? Okay, so every teacher is going to ask you guys to submit your work. Okay, some teachers allow just the pictures, but most don't. Most want you to convert it to a PDF. So there are a few different ways you can do that. So the first way is the way I do it, and many other teachers that I know in the mathematics department. And we use what's called Adobe Scan, and you can just click on here. This video kind of outlines it. I found it. It was a really good video, and you download the app from the App Store, no matter what phone you have, and you go ahead and in this video they discuss how to do that. It's very simple to do. It converts your picture to a PDF, and then you can either send it to your Google Drive through the app like I do. You can email it to yourself to get it to your Google Drive. There's like many different ways, but you have to get it from your phone in the app as a PDF and into your Google Drive so you can upload it into Canvas. So the first step is to convert it to a PDF, send it to your Google Drive, so then you can upload it from there. The other way to do it, like Mr. Alex, he likes Cam Scanner. He uses that. There are other ways too. You can get PDF Converter or Adobe Acrobat. I added a couple of educational or instructional videos how to use either Adobe Scan or Cam Scanner. So go through that and then practice uploading to your Google Drive from your phone so you can upload it to Canvas. Okay? Or you can simply go from phone, you can send it via email to your computer, pull it up from your email in your school account, and then put it on your desktop. Obviously keep a folder for financial algebra and make subfolders, chapters 1 through 11, and keep track of all your work so it's always accessible. Okay, so you're going to convert it to a PDF, and then of course, where is it, right? So every student should have gone to the library to get a student workbook. Just in case you haven't done so, I put all the workbooks by chapter up here. So if you just click on, let's say, chapter 1, and you go down here to the bottom, you select open, you'll see no, it's a table of contents first, but this is section 1 or chapter 1. So you just got to scroll down a little bit, and there you go. All the chapter 1 workbook exercises starting with 1-1. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is indicated by in your canvas there is to work on the first 4 problems, 1, 2, 3, and 4 tonight before class. Okay, so make sure that right up here, okay, due or complete. All right, before class starts, so you come prepared. Okay, and then when you're with me, okay, from here on, this is in class. And I'll do these with you. So just work out a couple, the first 4 problems, no problem. Okay, so let's go back to Canvas here. So in the student workbook, I give you all chapters. If you want all the chapters combined, it's at the bottom. Okay, the way you check your work is by going to the next page, and here it says student workbook answers for all the chapters. And make sure that you show your process in your workbook because I give you the solutions for you to check. It's important that you guys know what you are doing correctly and incorrectly. So if you just open up section 1, notebook 1 here, you'll notice that the answers are in bold. So the question is, how do you get from the word problem to these answers? So when you do this right here, there should be work and process all over this. You can use the left margin, the right margin, what have you. All right, but however you get these results, it has to be shown. If you submit homework that looks just like this, I will not accept it, and I will give you 0 credit for it. So make sure that you follow the protocol, okay? You got to show the process, justify your work, and so on. Okay, so let's go back to the main page. So I talked about homework submission protocol. I showed you where the student workbook is, just in case you didn't go to the library yet and get it, but you should because it's available for all students. No charge, okay? The workbook answers follow that. And then down here in chapter 1, we'll only have done section 1-1, and you should have gone through the video for section 1 and answered the following questions. And then in your workbook, you're going to be working through 1 through 4. You don't submit it yet, okay? You submit it after we're done. So after we meet in class, you'll submit, all right? And so on the student view, well, let me see if I can go to student view. Let me see that. Here we go. Okay, student view. So let's go back to the video assignment and let's see what it looks like on your end. So you have the video here. So let's say you've gone through the video, you hit next. Okay, here we go. Look to the upper right. It says submit assignment. So you submit there, you hit the submit button. It says file upload. It says choose file. So you click on choose file, and then you're going to save all your work. When you send it from your phone as a PDF to your computer, you organize it. So maybe you go into like your documents, get a new folder, okay, select new folder, and call it financial algebra, personal work, or something like that, and put all your work in there so you know exactly where it is every single time you do it. So you're going to send your work from your phone to your computer. From here, you choose the file, look at the location wherever you save it on your computer, and then of course you say submit. And then I get to take a look at it, and all the process has to be shown. Okay, but you do this after the assignment is done, which means after we do our classwork. So you watch the video at home, and then you work a few problems. I will only assign a few each time, very few, just to give a little taste of it. And then You work with me during class, and then I assign the rest of it for homework, and then when you're done, then you submit. Okay? Only submit when you are done. All right, so let's go back to the main page just one more time because let's leave student view. This is what yours looks like, so let's go back to mine. So in the main page, right here in the Zoom, that's where you access your Zoom calls or your Zoom meetings with me. We talked about homework submission. How do you get it to a PDF and get it to your computer so you can upload it from there. You have access to all the workbook chapters. Just in case you lose your workbook, it's right there. You'll have to print it though. The answers are there for you to check your work. And then below here by chapter are all the assignments. So we're only in section 1.1 so far. All right, so get used to Canvas. If you have any questions, feel free to go into Remind and make sure you're part of my class. There's the code, and then you can always ask me questions through Remind. You can talk to me personally. Okay, people do that every day. All right, and that's pretty much a quick overview of what you need to do up to this point. So I'll see you guys in class. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.